Yo!
What up, what up?
Yo, rap your boy Denzel Don Julio back in the flesh, you know what I mean?
And it's the Reverend. The one and only. Jeremiah.
But yeah, we back with another M. This time it's Darkness, and I know people have been commenting, asking for this one. We're not going to go too much into it. We're just going to tell y'all, Eminem Darkness, official video.
So before we play this, just like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
And, like I said before, we on our road to 1,000. That's our goal right now, so help us out. Just take a second, subscribe real quick.
Know what I mean? Look out for the lookout.
All right, let's get it. Darkness, Eminem, official video.
How many times do you gotta say, bro?
What?
I don't wanna be alone. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness anymore. Here I am alone again. Can't get out of this hole I'm in. It's like the walls are closing in. You can't help me, no one can. I can feel these curtains closing. I go to open them, but something pulls them closed again. Feels like I'm loathing in Las Vegas. Haven't got the Vegas, why I'm so lost. But I'd make you this small wager. If I bet you I'll be in tomorrow's paper, who would the odds favor? I'm so much like my father. You would think that.
So I'm just gonna start, and I think the song, like the whole theme, just has to do with death. It just seems like he's like talking about I could gamble with my life.
He's in his head. He's in contemplation of who he is or who he wants to be and shit like that. Like it's more. It's
like the duality. Do I want the goodness or the badness? He says even in the beginning. I open up. I don't know. Was it the window and then it closed back up or something like that? Mm-hmm. So that goes to show. Like he gets these little glimpses of light, so to say, but the darkness seems to consume him.
I keep pacing this room, volume and chase it with booze. One little taste that'll do. Maybe I'll take it and snooze, then tear up the stage in a few. Fuck the Colt 45, I'ma need something stronger. If I pop any caps, it better be off of vodka. Round after round after round, I'm getting loaded. That's a lot of shots, huh? Staring at the room service menu off a benzo. I can hear the music continue to crescendo. I can see the whole fucking venue from my window. That's when you know you're schizo. Cause I keep peeking out the curtain from the hotel. The music is so loud, but it's almost as though I don't hear no sound. There's something told me relax and just hope for the show to be packed. Don't wanna hit the stage before they fill each row to the max. Cause that'd be totally whacked. You can't murder a show nobody's at. But what if nobody shows? Panic mode, about to snap and go motherfucking wacko in any second. The press is about to go apeshit. Bananas on all the networks. Commando with extra clips. I got ammo for all the hecklers. I'm armed to the teeth. Another volume fall off the bed, hit the ground and crawl to the dresser. Alcohol on my breath as I reach for the scope. I'm blacking out, I'm all out of meds with them benzodiazepines gone now. Just magazines fall out on the floor. Fuck the media, I'm going all out, this is war.
And then also, this kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you remember the Vegas shooting that happened.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about, like, it being at a music show. There being a venue, there's not so many people there because it's the opening act. So, I don't know if...
And he's talking about he's schizo, so I wonder if the magazines that he thinks he picked up, then it shows in the music video that they're actually magazines.
Yeah.
But you know how his rhymes have so many like double meanings and stuff like that. So I wonder if he's talking about magazines, like the actual magazine.
No, you can tell that
magazine in terms of like the bullets and the rounds of ammo.
He even said it like, if you guys seen when he was in the bathroom, he's like, and then I reached for the scope, and then you see the mouthwash, and then he grabbed the actual,
Like I like how the lyrics kind of like not even the lyrics, the story he's telling matches up with the picture. Yeah, and that's like, and this is a clear depiction of a storyteller.
Yeah, for real.
It's like many,
And this reminds me of like a Jordan Lucas video, like almost like the one, I forget what it's called, but the one where the kid got set up with the car and got shot or whatever. This reminds me of like a similar setup to that. You know.
I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. Time to start the show up. It's 10:05 p.m. and the curtain starts to go up, and I'm already sweating. but I'm locked and loaded. For rapid fire spitting, for all the concert goers. Scopes for sniper vision, surprise from out of nowhere. As I slide the clip in, from inside the hotel, leaning out the window, going Kaiser Sosa, finger on the trigger, but I'm a licensed owner, with no prior convictions, so lost the sky's the limit, so my supply's infinite.
So this is like, it's an interesting point, because now he's like, the picture of how it goes, the story goes, whoever shoots, like, you know, on these mass shootings, they have, like, little instances where they had mental health issues.
Yeah.
But that's, like, shown in the reports. But now, it's like, this is conflicting, because this is someone who had a license for it, who had the proper paperwork to get the gun, but he didn't have any prior, like, you know, mental illness or anything like
Nothing
that.
on record,
he didn't have
know?
a record.
And like you said, you know, that makes his supply limitless now, because, you know, I don't know if it's legal to own a gun in Vegas. I'm not from there, but, you know, if you can get a gun, you know, and you have no issues, you know, you can get as many guns as you want.
He got all types.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure this went off like he was actually in a shootout, you know, before he dies.
Strapped like I'm a soldier, got him hopping over walls and climbing fences. Some of them John Travolta, staying alive by inches. Cops are knocking over, thought I blocked the entrance. Guess your time is over. No suicide note, just a note for target distance. But if you'd like to know the reason why I did this, you'll never find a motive. Truth is I have no idea. I am just as stumped, no signs of mental illness. Just trying to show you the reason why we're so fucked. Cause by the time it's over, we'll make the slightest difference. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness. I don't wanna be alone in the darkness anymore.
He's saying there was no signs of mental illness, so is he saying, you know, these things are just not being noticed now? Like,
I also feel like he's just saying it's a repetitive thing, because by the time it happens, by the time
it's too late.
It's because we never took the proper, you know, he's saying this whole time, I don't want to be alone in darkness anymore. So I feel like that's like that line represents us. It's not being there. It's the reason why, you know, God's like, I don't like to bring it up too much, but the reason why the whole tragedy with Kobe Bryant, the reason why we like, oh my God, like, you know, the life we need to, you know, you can't take a day for granted, none of that. He's saying do more of that, so this is why by the time it's over it doesn't make any sense, because you already took it for granted, so there's nothing you can do now but say now, okay, now we can't take it for granted. So you're saying do everything you can now, so like you won't have to really say that, but you can just be in like, just, I don't know, be in a state of like enjoyment because you did everything you can, you maximized the effort in that time. That's the way I feel.
Right.
But it could be taken different as well.
Yeah. And I really liked how you pointed out that, like, I don't want to be alone in darkness. Because I was trying to really understand, like, is it death? I mean, it kind of is, like, resembles that. But it also, like, resembles, you know, the person he's talking about. It's like, I don't want to, like, that's what leads them to do these things, is that you're alone in darkness. Not necessarily a dark room. But, like, your mental is dark, you know? And those are the things that I guess he is talking about. The mental illness, you know, that's the darkness.
Right.
And, you know, when it does go undetected, untraced, you know, things like this can happen. So, you know, and this is a serious issue. Some people don't take it as a serious issue, and, you know, like we see, you know, things like this can happen. So I feel like this is kind of like just a deep message to let people know, you know, just take your mental health, you know, very serious. You know? And not just yours, but whoever around you that you care about, or just anybody in general, you know.
Yeah, we do have some breaking news from the Associated Press right now. Just going to break that up because we are hearing, we have told you that the shooter is dead, and we have just learned that police are saying that the Las Vegas shooter killed himself.
That is the bartender there in Mandalay Bay, and I believe we're going to hear more.
Yeah, we just wanted to share that with you. You can see behind me here, this is what he looks like. Now, we did just tell you that police, just earlier, Metro was telling us that he killed himself inside the hotel room.
Good morning. As we come to you on the air, we bring you breaking news: a school shooting, another school shooting. Reports of a number of fatalities, and this time it's in San Antonio, Texas. That is just outside Galveston.
This goes to show just how much issues that there are, you know, that just don't go noticed.
Deadly school shooting. This one in Santa Fe, Texas. It's just outside Houston.
26 killed and 20 others wounded. Now the deadliest shooting in 5 people dead and attacked opening fire outside the church during a morning worship session. It looked chaotic and
This a deadly shooting at a food festival in Northern California. 3 people so far dead.
Breaking news. A deadly shooting in a newspaper office.
America's, bred with violence and mental illness, I feel like that's the biggest message.
But whose problem is it? Because I love when, I hate to make it by race, but I love like when us black rappers portray our problems as none of this. It doesn't like pertain to, it's like them, it's like the world against us. And this is like, oh, their world is just like, oh, fuck. But like, this is their problem. Yeah. But in our music, you hear different issues. You hear about.
It seems like with them, their problems are more on a macro sense. Like we want to deal with everyone as a whole, whereas people like us, we want to deal with our issues more in a micro sense, like more personal. So we talk about the stuff we really deal with, like that affect us day to day.
But this is their thing,
and this is what affects them day to day. What affects us day to day is like real constant struggles each and every day. For them, it's like something that we are trying to strive to change, through time. Well, our struggles, they're not. There's no attention put to that. You're not striving to change, our struggles. It's dog eat dog, fend for yourself type,
Crab in a barrel, all that shit,
And I feel like, sometimes it could be the fact that we do talk about it so much and nothing changes, that, the attention's not put on it. But I don't think you could really just blame a community who is disenfranchised, doesn't have no money, doesn't have no support, so.
Yeah, but I just think it was just that my whole point is just, it's like interesting just to see like the two different problems and stuff like that that people deal with.
And like I said, if you want to if you want to compare it, this could be very comparable to the Joyner Lucas video. Like this goes to show more of a worldwide story, whereas the Joyner Lucas is more like that personal. Like,
and I don't know if you ever seen that video with the whole racist thing.
With the I'm not a racist.
You seen that video? I feel like even like being in that, or just showing this more so the white guy, like the reason he couldn't understand is because freaking, if you just show him like, just what song, give me a song, like just give him any Jay-Z song from My Life in Time Volume 1 and a music video from there, and give him this and see the difference, the type of storytelling that Jay-Z is doing within his own community. Things that he's seen every day.
These are personal things.
Yeah, these are personal things.
This isn't something that he's observing on TV and just something he reads about and
this is happening to him, and not just him, so many other people at the same time.
In real time.
And it's like they don't talk about mental health. They had pills. He was prescribed things. You don't get prescribed nothing when you're going through that. You just got to deal with it. You can't even show the emotion. You got to seal it up and keep going. And like if you show those two like different videos and the music and what they're talking about, then you can understand. It's like, oh wow, you know what I mean? But this is like what music does, and I feel like just having that, bringing up that conversation, or just having that dialogue, that discussion, it changes a lot.
And I feel like this is a good question he asked at the end. When will it end? And a question I have is, what's the purpose? Why? That's definitely a whole nother topic for another day. I really like the video, the story though.
At first it was slow. Like I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. But then as I'm just listening to the story, I kind of like the whole flow of it.
Yeah, it definitely just start off slow. Because like I said, I was trying to understand, what the story was about. I was in the beginning. I said it was just about depth, and I thought he was gonna talk about just depth. I kind of completely forgot that mass murder was gonna be a part of this. So, but once he got into like that part of it, and it kind of just kept building up, and the story, told itself as it went. So
that's definitely. I'll give this like around a 7.78. It's a real good song though. Just because I'm rating it, I don't think like it's just because that initial reaction of me. Like I don't know if I'm really feeling that, but then that's just me. But overall it's a real great song, and it's definitely.
I'll probably give it like a 7.5. 7.5 to 8. I just really liked the video and how it complemented the audio. And he really didn't like rap on this. It's like more of just like a story, but it's he still has a little style to it and all that to keep you engaged. So I just really like that.
But check it out. Like we've been saying, even from our previous video with Eminem, just check out the whole album, man.
Yeah,
I guess
honestly.
Even like the 3 different videos we displayed with M, you can see the different styles or the different things.
Yeah, they're all completely different, for real.
So it's like, it's not like you're hearing one sound. He dabbles in different things. So just that variety pack that he has within his whole body of work is cool. So make sure to check it out.
Yeah, and I actually didn't even like connect the two, but the album's called
Music to Be Murdered By.
And you know, he talks about subjects like this. So I don't know if the whole album, we only heard a few songs, but it's all gonna be pertaining to something of that theme, you know. But yeah, we appreciate y'all for coming through.
Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is Real Rap Review.
Keep coming back to check us out.
Yes, sir. We're gonna catch y'all.